Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Line 20. 53, Mike. I got you. Check. Hey, kill.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Line 20. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 31. 2 for 66. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 59.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he will. At least be able to fall on it himself, but it was fourth down, and the possession changes. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Jim. Up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Number 20. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, he sheds himself free. The 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 133.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
180. No, I know he ain't got it. Regular. Check, 59.
Play fake, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Rex Burkhead, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The 5th year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down. It's Brown, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Let's go, baby!
SOS. Real.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Check 99. Check 99. King.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Double time. Hey. Up. 3 down. Lock 59.
Mayfield looks to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set. Run 80. Mike 58 right there. Come on.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Cut! 180!
Oh, you got deep?
Value three! Value three!
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
15 yards. First down, Rams.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Mike, 53.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Goff now looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
58, Mike. Protein spill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. Check.
20 right.
Mike 35.
Cut.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Set. 50. Play.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Check 53. Okay.
80 weapons.
Kill. Check safety.
Bortles now on 1st down. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Recon, 132 fighter.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Bortles. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's 1st down. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the ready.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Ready, set.
Bortles now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Now a give running left for Gurley. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready, break.
458's the mic. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day. All day. Whip. Watch the whip. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
Secret.
To throw is Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And bring it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
180.
Ricky. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
The second down run for Burkhead. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
58, right over there.
On third down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They try right side here, Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 2.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He gets it to Cooks. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Ready?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Bortles going to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
6-6. Pull it high.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check go.
Now Bortles. It's caught left side by Cooks. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Come on, the ball. One twist.
Chopper. Big grip.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check three.
General West.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. On first down, Hilliard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
At the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Slam.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Burkhead. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike.
180.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Shoot.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Done.
Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Yep, 180.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You got nothing.
To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Hey, we are.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The Rams' 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the red zone now, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Coming to you.
Regular.
36.
Pilot, 64, weak. I got you.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 60 or. I don't even know why this team showed up. Undercut.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Bortles. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Floating one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ready.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's Bortles to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Bortles. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has, and that offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert 33.
He's coming, double up.
What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mayfield, and he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 24, check 24.
Now Bortles. And Cooks has it over the middle. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
61, match box, white.
Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. That'll bring up second down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Rap. Let's go.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Bortles now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
Set. 180.
Line 59. I'm on.
Point it right.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. 71 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
59, Mike.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set. 180.
59. Here we go. Check 3.
Real.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Mayfield looks to throw. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Bortles. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Rams.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready? 10 logo.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set. 20.
59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen.
King.
Joker.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Rams 27-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Back. Spine. No.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the ready.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Now it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Bortles over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
This is caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jannard Avery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect. And the pressure gets to him again. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Buying time to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game.
180. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch it.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.